is day 1 of Arizona. Right now in Arizona, it's around 4:50 p.m., but really that would make it like 7 p.m. where I'm from. And I woke up at like 4 a.m. this morning, so I'm like very tired. But we went to the airport. We ended up going there kind of early because we thought it was gonna take a while to board and stuff, but it honestly didn't. And then the flight was like 4 to 5 hours. And then once we got here, we actually couldn't check in. We just checked in like 30 minutes ago. So it's been a pretty long morning, but we got in and out, which is so crazy because I used to live in California, but I haven't had In-N-Out in so long, and it was just as good as I remember, and maybe more. And then we actually went to the mall, and now we're just now getting here. So I actually haven't really read today. I ended up not reading on the flight because I was just so tired. It was so early, and I didn't have really motivation to read, but I'm gonna show you guys the book that I was planning to read and the book that I'm gonna read now. So this is a pretty popular book, so I'm sure you've heard of it or read it, but Anna and the French Kiss. I'm so excited to read this, even though I'm not in France, obviously. I just think it's gonna be such a cute book. I don't think it takes place over the summer, but I think that her just like being on vacation kind of, it's just gonna match the vibes of me being on vacation. Simple YA read, and like I just cannot wait to read it, especially like at the poolside. Okay, I think that's all for now. We're going out to eat dinner later, so I might film that, I might not. But I am definitely going to read a little bit today, whether it's in the hotel or by the pool. I don't know yet. It is day 2 in Arizona. Okay guys, here's my update for the day. I'm actually outside right now, obviously on like the front porch, and it's right by the pool, and they're like blasting music. So I really hope that you can hear this so I don't have to like refilm it. So it's currently 3:40 and we're about to go eat dinner. I know that seems like a little bit early, but because of the time difference, that's really, I want to say 6. Just to tell you guys what I did today. This morning we went to breakfast, we went to the gym, and then we were actually by the poolside from I think like 11 to 2, so we were there for like quite a bit. I didn't swim too much because the water was like super cold. Even though it's super hot out right now, it feels nice, but it's super hot. There's no wind or anything, so I mostly just read this, Anna and the French Kiss. I'll give an actual review later, but I just want to explain what it's about and like recommend it to you guys because I'm almost done with it and I'm loving it. Basically, Anna and the French Kiss is about Anna, and she lives in Atlanta, Georgia, but her parents decide that she needs to go like somewhere different for senior year. So she ends up going to this boarding school type of thing, and it's in Paris, obviously, and it's called SOAP, School of America in Paris. So all the students are American or of American descent, but they're living in Paris for a school year, and some of them like even went multiple years or have been going there since freshman year of high school. I literally love this book. I'm trying to think of books like it. The one that kept ringing in my head was Don't Be in Love by the same author of Picking Daisies on Sundays. I actually read that a month ago when I was on my vacation to Florida, and it's super similar to this. I really love it. And then the show XO Kitty, I think that like they were like pretty much kind of a similar vibe, even though the storyline wasn't exactly the same. So basically Anna, when she goes there, she doesn't know French. Like she never planned to move there, and she doesn't even have friends there. And then she meets this girl, Mare, and Mare just introduces her to all her friends, including this really cute boy. He's kind of flirty, and she doesn't know how he feels about her because he is taken right now, and he's also like off limits. So it's kind of just like her figuring out herself, and then figuring out like what matters to her and like what she's willing to give up for her love. I think it's super cute. Like, I honestly was gonna read this last summer when I went to Paris, but I ended up not picking it up, which I wish I did, but I don't think you really necessarily need to be there, obviously. I think this is a great read anytime if you're on vacation. It goes through Thanksgiving, Christmas, the summer, springtime, fall. It's really like an all-year read that you could read whenever you want. I really need to charge my phone, but I think I might sit out here and read for a little bit because I only have about this much left. So I might be able to finish before dinner, but after dinner or the next day or something, I'm definitely going to do an actual review on this. But obviously no spoilers because I want to keep this like account very spoiler free because I know I prefer that. So also I can just not get over this beautiful background. Like, that's just insane. Okay, I'm gonna go read and then go to dinner now. Bye, guys. Hey guys, I'm back at the hotel. We just went out to go eat dinner. I don't know exactly what it was called, but it was all really yummy. And before we left, I did a little bit of reading and I actually finished Anna and the French Kiss. So I'm gonna give you guys my review now. It was so good. Anyway, but okay. Well, I haven't given my review yet, but I thought about it over dinner and I was talking about it with my family. And honestly, I think this might be a 5-star or really close to a 5-star because I just loved it. Like, I love a good YA book. Like, obviously, I'm a teenager. I'm younger. I'm gonna want to read YA books, but I don't always read YA books. But I think I really like this one, and I don't know. It was just really cute, really adorable. And it was like other books I've read, but it still stuck out to me for some reason. I swear, literally so many people are walking by right now, but I really liked it. Like, it was adorable. I love the characters. I think it was very relatable. Like, obviously, like, she's a teenage girl, we can relate to that, but like, I think just her personality and like, she tends to make a lot of mistakes, but like, just the way that she like looks at her mistakes and like not only learns from it but like is able to recognize it, I think that's really cool. And like, she's not like this perfect character that a lot of these like YA books have. Like, they're all very multi-dimensional, and like, she will get mad at people but she'll still be like taking accountability for her own stuff and like recognizing that some of these situations she gets into are her own fault, but it's not always like that. I don't know, I just thought that was really interesting. And she has 2 other books which I'm super excited to read. Based off the covers, it looks like one is going to take place in California and the other maybe New York City, Chicago. But I'm excited to read it. I know this book, I want to say, is a little bit older, but yeah, I really like this. So come pick out my next read. Okay, I just grabbed the other 2 books that I brought on this vacation. But I just want to show you guys my outfit first because I changed into a really cute outfit. So yeah. So many people keep walking by, and this is, I just touched a bug, but this is so awkward. Okay, the 2 other books I brought was The Love of My Afterlife and My Magnolia Summer. My Magnolia Summer, not to be mistaken with Magnolia Parks, which, let me know if I should read that because I really want to read that. And I think there's another one like Daisy something. I really want to read that too. That seems really interesting. Anyway, I don't know if I want to go into the books blind or like read about them and look on reviews and see which one I want to read. Like, I really don't know, but I do know my friend, like, she was just reading this, and so far we had a sleepover when she was about halfway through and she was really liking it, so I might read it. But this one obviously takes place in the summer, and even though it isn't technically the summer, she's from New York City, but then she ends up going to like this really cute like island. I think it's like a small town type of thing, so this could be cute. And then this one I know has like side plots of like family drama and stuff, which I think that would be fun, but I also kind of just want a basic romance. And then this one I think is like not magical realism, but what happens is she dies and then she wakes up in the afterlife and then she meets the love of her life and she thinks she's his soulmate, but then there becomes a mistake and he actually has to get sent back to Earth. But she has the chance to get him back because she goes back to Earth, and then if she can find him and he kisses her first, then they can get together. I don't really understand that, but I think this is really cool. And I just watched the movie Eternity, and that was a love triangle. I don't think this is a love triangle, but I'm talking so loud. But I think it's gonna be really similar to the movie Eternity, which I really like. I recommend you guys go see it. And then tomorrow we might be going to see the movie Project Hail Mary, because my parents were talking about seeing it and I really want to. But honestly, if we don't, that'd be fine too, because I would love to read the book first and maybe make a video about that. I don't know, but I just think that'd be super fun too. So I'm gonna choose. Okay, I just did some research, but I decided I'm gonna read My Magnolia Summer. I have a sister, so I just think reading about sisterhood is just like adorable, and it's such a fun thing to read about, and I'm really excited. Also, there's a baby crying. I hope you can hear that, but I think this is cute. Hey guys, it's day 3 of Arizona. I'm trying to find good lighting because I want to be out here, but here's my update. Okay, so right now we're gonna go out and take pictures. It's currently 8:45 a.m. We've been waking up super early, like we already ate breakfast at like 6 a.m. and stuff, but we're gonna go out to take pictures, and I'll show you my outfit once I finish this update. But and hopefully, I really want to take like a profile picture. Sadly, I would love to get one with the Boys of Tommen books, because those are my favorite books in the whole world, but I sadly can't do that because I don't have them with me, so I'm gonna have to do it on like Anna and the French Kiss, which I really like. It's a 5-star read. It's just not my favorite book, obviously. Anyway, so last night I started reading My Magnolia Summer. I'm maybe around page 30, page 40. I like it so far. I liked it. It's more like a literary fiction than a romance, which I honestly didn't know until I checked on Fable. But I like the characters so far, and I think the setting is gonna be really nice, like, because it's small town, beach town. But yeah, I'm gonna go make TikToks with my mom. Ma, do you want to say hi? Hey guys, it's currently 4 p.m. and I just got back from the pool and showered, and now I'm about to read a little bit and relax a little bit and probably use some editing before we leave for dinner, which I'm really excited for. I don't know exactly where we're eating, but I can't wait. Like, I'm low-key already hungry, but I'm just gonna do some reading. I really love My Magnolia Summer right now. Wait, let me go grab it. So I'm on page 120, so like about a little bit over a third, but I really like it. Something cool about it is obviously the main character is Magnolia, but we also get the perspective of her sister and her grandmother. I think that we might get the perspective of her mom soon, but I'm not sure yet. So it's mostly her, but then there's like chapters sprinkled in and other perspectives. Obviously, I talked a little bit about it earlier, how it's heavily more fiction than romance, which I didn't think I would like that much, but I really like it. Again, like the family dynamics are really cool, and I just think like the whole story is really interesting, and the characters are like very like realistic, and I think like the relationship she has with her mom and her sister again is like super relatable for anyone. Again, I like it. I'm not too far in it, so I think I'm just gonna read a little bit more about it. I don't think I can finish tonight, but I'm hoping I can finish before we leave, and yeah. The last morning in Arizona. It's currently 9 a.m., but we have to leave the resort at like 12 p.m., so I'm just gonna be at the pool for a few hours, and then I have to leave. Hey guys, I'm back home, sadly, and I just want to give a review on My Magnolia Summer and then talk a little bit about The Love of My Afterlife, because I read it on the plane and now I'm about a third into the book, so I have a lot of opinions about it. But starting with My Magnolia Summer, I finished it. I liked it. I gave it 3 stars, but the biggest thing for me and the big reason that it wasn't higher, even though I think starting it, I kind of had low expectations. I knew it wasn't going to be a 5-star, and even at the highest points of the book, I still expected it to be 3 stars. But the main reason that it was so low was because of the ending. Honestly, once I got to the second part, I was so done with it. Like, everything started happening way too fast. Things got so rushed. Like, everything was happening so fast. And then about halfway through, all of the character development just stopped. Like, the main villains of the story, or the characters that you do not like, are her mom and a few of the other people there. And I just expected for there to be a super big conversation between her and her mom, or the whole family, or maybe even some apologies, or just her being able to understand her mom. But that never happened. There was no confrontation. There was no deep understanding. It kind of was just like yeah, I don't like my mom. She doesn't like me. That's that. And then the romance, it was really small in the beginning, very small at the end. Like, it's pretty unsure like what happens in the end, because they do end up getting together, obviously, but I don't know if I would say like this is one of the books where you're like, I don't know if the main couple would be together in 10 years, 5 months even. Like, this was just not it for me. I think it's a great read if you're just looking for something where you can escape into a small town. I think the family dynamics were really relatable, but I just wanted more. Now, The Love of My Afterlife, again, I'm not too far into it, and I'm going to finish it today when I get my hair done, which I'm really excited for. But, I think the whole concept is really cute, but it just felt super like the movie Eternity, which I'm pretty sure this came before the movie, because the movie hasn't been out for too long, but I'm just now reading it, and it felt just like the Eternity. Like, I had a whole list of things I want to say, so I'm going to go look at that. But, yeah. If you like the movie Eternity, I think this is good for you, but it did just feel really similar. Another thing I wanted to say about the writing is that it was super funny, super relatable, super witty. The main character, and even like just all the characters, I think are super relatable, and this really just felt like watching a movie. Like, I really liked it in that aspect. And then there's also, she has like, I think it's a next door neighbor. He's an older man. His name is Mr. Yoon, and he's always been like a grandpa father figure for her, because she's lived in that same house like almost her whole life, and she kind of helps take care of him. She's not an actual caregiver for him, but she does help take care of him, and he's nonverbal. And I just thought that that dynamic was like super cute. Like, it was just super fun to read about it, because a lot of relationships in books nowadays are super dependable on dialogue and talking and interacting and stuff, but there was no dialogue between that relationship. So I just thought that was super interesting to read about. Right now I'm at the part of the book where I'm trying to figure out who the romantic man will be, because honestly, I don't know who it is, because right now there's 2 people. The one guy that she was originally searching for, and then this other guy who's another one of her neighbors. I don't know who I don't know who it is, and I don't know if I like that. This, it's just like, I'm unsure, because she doesn't like one of them, but she seems to be spending all her time willingly with him. And then the other one, she's still trying to look for him. I'm assuming it's going to be one of those things where she doesn't even meet him till the end, and then she's like, oh, I didn't even like his personality. But I don't know. Like, I have no idea where this is going. And I think that that could be a cool aspect for some readers, but right now for me, I'm kind of like, I want to know more. Like, I need to know more. So right now, I'm liking the vibes, I'm liking the writing. I'm not super attached to the characters, even though I think they're very likable and relatable. They're just not my cup of tea, but I still would recommend this, and I think it's maybe going to be like 3 stars, 3.5 stars. Okay, I just want to say one more thing about Anne and the French Kiss, and I think this is a 5-star. I think everyone should go read it. I think that a lot of people have already read this, but if you hadn't, I'm sure you've heard of it, and this is your sign to go read it. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I had so much fun filming. Please comment if you have any tips on how I can better my videos, what you guys want to see, if you guys have any advice on my editing, and please comment about my thumbnail. I haven't made it yet right now, but I hope it's cute. I hope it made you click on this video, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.